We got tea, we got cereal, we got bread and hummus. Life is good. Uh-oh. And the stream in the background is flickering. Yeah, Bara's watching. Bara's gas. What's up, Bara? Hopefully you can hear me now. Dokumoy is here. What's up, Dokumoy? What's up, Mush? I hit refresh, so I don't see the chat anymore. I need to pop out the chat here, guys. Sorry. I'm getting better at this whole Twitch thing. I learned you can pop out the chat. It's kind of powerful. Highly recommend. So yeah, scroll down here and hit that pop out button. Boom. Busted. I'm going to go back to this, see if you guys can hear me. Highly recommend. Alright, I can hear myself even. What's up, Charles? I'm doing alright. You? Let's get Facebook open. Hit tab. Let everybody know we're live. And get that there. See what. Awesome. Get this up on Twitter. Alright, we did it. Teamwork. Alright. That took a little while. I'm technologically challenged. But we did it. Dude, Z Junior Beast, long time no see. What's up, everybody? Alright, so I'm already 1-0 in a league. I don't remember what the hell I played against. This is the list we're playing with. Basically, the same list as I think I probably streamed last time. We've got one counter squall and one logic knot, though. It cut it negate and moved it to the sideboard and moved, the counter squall that was in the main to the sideboard. The logic knot is to help with the influx of mostly creature-based spells that I want to counter in the mid-game, as we're seeing a lot more Tarmogoyf-based decks from Abzan Jund repopping up, with and without Dust Shadow, large delve creatures, and Eldrazi-tron. So having a counterspell that hits creatures in the mid-game, going to be useful for us, but still at the core, we're still just a Thoughtscour Tasker deck. Thanks, Bright Skittles. What is going on? Man, your opponent is tilted. Yeah. I did 3-of-1 with your version of Logic Knots, working well. Nice, Charles. Thought about cutting a spell snare main for another push. That's reasonable, Russell, especially since a lot of the spells... I don't know if I would put a push there, I guess. My natural inclination is to put a Dismember as the next card into the deck. A Dismember or the 4th Terminate, likely Dismember because you really want it to be a 1-mana spell. Yeah, Sean, Baby Jace was the last stream. Baby Jace is great, but... World 4 Theta pushes, I got some flack for it on Twitter. People were not super pleased, if you want to call it that. And you can deal with my great Cinnamon Toast Crunch eating. I mean, Martin, that's up to you, man. Do you have anything to do? I mean, tomorrow is, what, Wednesday? So, it's already Wednesday at 5 a.m. over there in Scotland. So you tell me, should you be... Ooh, we're fighting the Samuel party. Probably... I won't give away any spoilers, but I would assume the mirror. Ooh, nice, a ghosting opportunity. Alright, I'm going to assume that it's the mirror. Obviously this hand's great in any matchup, because we just have a turn 2 Tasker. Can buy back our Tasker even if it gets taken away from us. And we're just going to fetch a Polluted Delta into a Watery Grave. Whoa! What in the world? Alright, he's on Eldrazi-trons. I've lost a lot of respect. The Sam party. Putting an Urza's Mine on the battlefield. Unacceptable. I expect more. Sorry, I have high standards for my friends. This is not okay. Alright, here I'm just going to fetch a basic Swamp, I'm pretty sure. Basic Swamp, leave open Thought Scour. That'll help play around a Chalice for 1, which is potentially the case. Also, we don't need any of this nonsense in our graveyard. We'll just get a new one. If it gets dismembered, it's going to suck a little bit, but you can buy it back on the next turn. Alright, no action from Sam, so that's good. Grixis Tron. Alright, Power Plant. Hoping for no natural Tron. That'd be kind of disgusting. Mind Stone. Mind Stone will probably break. Did find a Terminate. That makes us less likely to want to break this, but we did hit a Snapcaster Mage also. It's going to depend on what we peel here. Draw a Lightning Bolt. So we're constrained on red mana with this hand. Now what we can do is we can shatter the Mind Stone and buy back our Snapcaster, or just leave up Terminate. So we get Thought Knot Seared with this hand. They're just taking Kolaghan's Command. So we're actually taking the option away from them by breaking their Mind Stone. But we get ourselves into a dicey position because we don't have double red because I fetched Basic Swamp instead of a Blood Crypt. Alright, I think I'm just going to fetch a Steam Vents. I'm going to go 13. I'm going to shatter buyback Snapcaster. It's going to get us a dicey spot down the line, but technically should have attacked first in case he had. Dismember, I just automatically assumed he didn't have it. But poor play, poor play. Return target creature and shatter. And shatter. Alright. More like Scum Party? Jeez. Ace and a Deuce. It's something that I've considered. It's something I've had a bunch of people ask me about. I haven't really put any work into it. Okay, so Eldrazi Temple. So if he does have a Thought Knot Seer, you can still get a Thought Knot Seer down here on us. But I assume he has to take our Terminate. Oh, it's a Hangerback Walker for 1. Interesting. Hangerback Walker for 1. Alright. Given it's a Hangerback Walker for 1, I'm much more likely to believe that his hand... Ooh, thanks for following, guys. I missed who it was. I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
Alex
NW14. Much more likely to believe that this is a Smasher as the follow-up. Just going to attack in here with Tassagoyf. Unfortunately, I'm likely going to have to let them get a second counter on this Hangerback. Because I don't want to move and then possibly get my Terminate stolen, and I also don't want to get hit by a Smasher. Alright, second Mind, so they have 5 mana. If they just jam, Chalice for 2. Alright, so Chalice for 2, we're going to counter Squall, and I think we're going to Lightning Bolt this Walker. So let's get this nonsense out of here. I think it's a really good play by Sam. I think Chalice for 2 is the much more likely number that we fold to. I also like this attack a lot less, because now I can just bolt him, attack him, and then snap bolt him. So we're going to take this hit, and we're just going to win the game. Because winning the game is, you know, winning the game. It's a decent play. I highly recommend killing your opponent on turn 5 when you can. That's the expert analysis you'll get here at the stream. Oh, well, Sam conceded he's seen the writing on the wall because he knows about our Snapcaster. Turn the microphone down? Oh, thank you guys, sorry. I'm sitting really close to the mic tonight. A lot of distortion. When you say distortion, Alex, I'm not technologically inclined. Does that just mean loud volume, or are we talking like something else that's an issue? Overall, this matchup, I think, game 1 is pretty good. Like, I would say you were a pretty reasonable favorite game 1, and games 2 and 3 get tougher. Mostly because most of the list only have access to like 1 or 2 relics main. Oh yeah, Dokkan, we snap bolt snap the hell out of him. And then the sideboard games, as I said, they get much tougher. They get a bunch more relic progenitus type effects, and really we're just bringing in like a bunch of like 6s where they're bringing in like 8s. But we're bringing in Surgicals, Fulminators, Damnation, Fatal Push in place, of a Lightning Bolt. Get this Counter Squall out of here. The Smellsters don't have many targets. I'm pretty off those. Get out of here, Bolts. So we are 1 card over with this current configuration. I think I'm most likely to get away from one of these Surgicals, given they're going to have 4 relics. It's clipping. Interesting. Surgicals, given they're going to have 4 relics. It's clipping. Interesting. Oh, sorry, you guys can hear the background now. Azorius Hearthstone, what's up? I think that is something that you could do. It's not something that I put enough effort into trying. The natural complaint I have against that is that you're picking up ground, specifically against Eldrazi Tron and Tron when they don't have a Cavern. You also pick up ground against Affinity because you'd obviously want Fulminator there instead of... Or, I'm sorry, you'd obviously want Ceremonious Rejection instead of Fulminator. But I don't really know what I'd want to cut in the Affinity matchup, because I guess there's just not that many cards I think that are terrible outside of Ancestral Visions. I think I'm going to cut one Surgical Air. And then I guess you're losing out on the Fulminators and the blue Controlling Mirrors. I mean, I guess there's not many of those in Modern, but yeah, there's really not many of those in Modern anymore. I'm pretty much like the last hooligan that wants to put Cryptic Command in his deck. I don't know, I just like casting formatting. I just want to dismiss people. I'm not like crazy. I'm just crazy. It makes a lot of sense when you don't think about it. Mono Bolts, I assume by the time I would switch to Grixis Shadow, it'll be banned. So to answer your question, honestly, no. Z Junior, I do enjoy it. I played, I think, 1 league total with it, and it was really powerful. I think it's probably the best deck right now. Like, if somebody... Oh, god dang it, Expedition Map, that's the worst. I hate Expedition Map. Card makes me sad. Alright, so we can try to leave up Logic Knot. I think... Well, we're definitely just going to play this Polluted Delta, fetch out Steam Vents. Hopefully don't get whacked here. Okay, we didn't get whacked, so that's good. The question is, are we going to leave up Logic Knot or play Tasigur? That's the tricky part here. My natural inclination is just to jam Tasigur and play the Serum Visions, but... Hit a Snapcaster. Like, our hand is really bad against Sam just getting another Temple and slamming a Smasher. It's also just really bad, though, if you just, like... Okay, that makes it better. But I have to agree to... holding up Logic Knot with no backdoors. When I say I have no backdoors, I mean I just don't have any audible, like, I don't have any other lines. Like, I'm not just going to flash in a Snapcaster with no value. And it is exceptionally bad if Sam decides to fetch a Cavern of Souls, name Eldrazi, and then just slam a Thought-Knot Seer. Because I'll have blue open, I want a black open. So I think it's best here, I'm going to Serum Visions and then play the Tasigur. Potentially leaves a Logic Knot hanging in his hand, but maybe it's something that we'll learn that we don't want the Logic Knots on the draw. Alright, I don't particularly need the Scalding Turn. I mean, I kind of want the Blood Crypt out of my library. It's I drew both the basic islands, which is kind of bad. Serum Visions I would have time to cast next turn in combination with the Terminate. Just in case I want the Scalding Turn. No, I don't want the Scalding Turn. Get out of here, Scalding Turn. Do you want the Serum? Alright. Get Tasiglyph down. You know, the whole wide world, the dream, etc., getting turn 2 Tasker into the battlefield. Alright, what's he gonna fetch? Hopefully it's just a Temple. It's just kind of weird when you're hoping your opponent just gets a City of Traders that does no damage to them. Or doesn't get sacrificed, rather. Put Dismiss in my Canrander deck since I realized I almost never used my Cryptic as anything else than a Dismiss. Oh, they didn't have Thought-Knots here. Damn, could have gotten them. Yeah, well, no, if they have Thought-Knots here also, like, maybe they could have gotten me, so... Whatever, maybe we played around it. They should take my Terminate here almost for sure. What's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? A good call, Nikidia. Or Nick T. Nick T. Good call, good call. Oh no, where'd my detached chat go? They've detached chat and I've learned I just don't use it. Alright, so he took my Terminate. So I can Logic Knot for 1, which I just don't think is very effective. I'm gonna stay on defense for sure. I guess the other line is like, if he comes rumbling in with the Reality Smasher, I could like block, let damage happen, shock it, discard my other island, get back Tassiger, but then I still can't recast the Tassiger very effectively. It's just all sorts of weird. Maybe his Logic Knot's really too bad on the draw. It's possible that Logic Knot is too poor on the draw. Alright, I'm just going to Serum Vision. Screw it. I'm just going to find another Terminate. That's a lot of lands. I don't think I want many of those. Alright. Well, that can get a Blood Crypt at least. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Relic of Progenitus. That's fine. Wouldn't Cavern just be better to get versus our deck? Hoist, I think so. I think on the average it is, but I'm no Eldrazi Tron Master. What's up, Charles? How you doing, man? What's up, Mind Twist? How you doing? I play blue. Do you think push is better than bolt as far as creature removal? As far as creature removal, yes, but I don't use my bolts exclusively as creature removal, which is why I'm hesitant to just broad strokes answer your question that way. I play blue. Alright, I'm going to leave that stupid relic there for a second. The nice thing about Sam having a relic here and just relicking the crap out of me all the time is my graveyard is empty for Tassiger. So if I just blind flip a sweet spell, he's just screwed. Sucks to be him. Not my fault. Not my fault I'm lucky. Yeah, Knuckle, like, we just run so bad. This is stupid. Like, come on. We didn't ask for any of this. Alright, what is this nonsense? Walking Ballista, X equals 2. Well, I'm more likely now to shatter this relic and make them deal 2 damage to the Ballista. The other line that I'm more likely to execute is let them attack with the Thought-Knot Seer and then do that. I definitely don't want to counter this. Yeah, because I mostly just want the stupid relic dead. Alright, this is fine. I won't block the Thought-Knot Seer. Interesting. I don't know what Sam's plotting over there, but he might be trying to bait me with this. Last I checked, that's not 4 mana. Alright, kill that and that. What you got, buddy? Yep. Holy moly. What's up? Call me Reforced. How you doing? Alright, I'm getting blasted for some damages. I'm hitting F2. No. I'm not on the Moto screen. This just in. You can't play Moto if you're not on the Moto screen. Alright, let's get ourselves a Watery Grave. Go to 14. Ooh, what's up, Creepy Tar Pit? How you doing? How you doing, baby? I think we just want to leave Snappy up, though. Yeah, we'll do that. Just gonna start churning through this Tassiger. The Ghost Quarter is gonna get our Creepy Tar Pit. We only have one basic left, so hopefully we don't draw it. Mind asking a few questions I saw about you on Reddit? Yeah, of course, call me Reinforced. Thanks, Teddy Jr., appreciate it. Do I have any thoughts on the rampant bans in the Standard? None really worth sharing. You will in Mind Twist. I'll be arriving probably around 2 a.m. Man, maybe not 2 a.m. Probably like 1 a.m. Thursday morning. I'll be playing Legacy. I'll be playing Grixis Control in both formats. I have no idea what my deck's going to look like in Legacy, but I just know Martinez is bringing like a fistful of cards for me, and I'm just going to hope that they're enough. I'm just hoping that I don't have to walk around with like $1,000 in cash trying to buy Underground Seas. I didn't get a very happy look from somebody. I hope Sam's streaming this so you guys can get both sides of this. Killing Frenzy. I was joking about that on Twitter. I mean, in that format, the problem is instead of casting Cryptic and just looping those on your opponent, it's just much more fun to just play a Jace and loop Jace. They allow stupid cards to be legal in Legacy, so you're just kind of required to cast them. It's like just one of the unsung rules of the format, is everybody just has to play these stupid cards.
Jealous of this series.
Alright, let's mill over some extra cards in our graveyard for this Logic Knot. I assume that Sam's just like building up to some Ulamog or something stupid that I can't beat. Ooh, I got a Kolaghan's Command. Ooh, I have a Snapcaster Cryptic. I'm so lucky. I'm at 14 life. That's not a lot. And this can only fetch a Steam Vents. This has 2 lands left, so I should play this. It also gets an extra card to delve. Combo. So I'm assuming Sam's just flooded, and I'm just going to eventually lose to an Ulamog that's getting Cavernous Souls. So maybe I'm playing this game pretty poorly, I'm not really sure yet. You got a Cavernous Souls. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, so he has 9 mana. Alright, which is fine. Five, 7, 9. Okay, I can count. Worm? Oh, dear God, I hope it's a Wormclaw. I can beat that pretty easily. Sure, I just don't even care about this card. Just not really concerned. Okay, sure. This is a bad sideboard card against Grixis. This is not where you want to be. Like, sure, I guess like it stresses my Kolaghan's commands more, but I'm just like, shrug. Target player discards a card, destroy target artifact. How about you and that thing? Discards wastes. Sack this, I'll go get another red source. Oh yeah, of course. CHK. We're gonna do another one tomorrow. We're probably gonna have a special guest joining us around 3-ish o'clock is the hope. So, looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll be really freaking fun for everybody involved. I have 5 blue. So 5 blue allows me to Snapcaster Kolaghan's Command and Logic Knot up. Trying to figure out if I should Snapcaster Kolaghan's Command right here, right now. I'm leaning towards yes. I think my answer is yes. Okay, alright. Alright, let's K-Command. Let's make them discard and blow up the Death Toucher. Black and red. I have 6 because I'm lazy. Ooh, special guest. Yeah, it's Eddie Jr. It's going to be a blast. If you're into Hex at all, you should definitely be there. Uh-oh, 10 manas. Am I going to get Ulamogged? That would suck. I don't like getting Ulamogged. These are a lot of lands getting tapped fairly quickly. I feel like I'm getting Ulamogged. Walking Ballista, X equals 2 with Seagate Wreckage mana open. Well, I can't counter it because they have 4 mana open. So, I guess this happens. Okay, guess that happens. Maybe I should have fetched with the Delta. Whoopsies. Interesting, no attack there. Alright, there we go. Thought Scour and a Cryptic. Don't want the island. We'll leave the Cryptic on top. Alright, they're gonna draw a card. Do I want to respond here? I don't think so. I think this is fine. I played blue. I answered that question a minute ago. I think Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well. Let's thought scour you. Let's counter target spell. Counter target spell and bounce the worm token. 4, 7. Now let's just counter draw. Another Serum Visions. Interesting. Just so into drawing cards. So here I can trade my Tassiger for the Walking Ballista and the Worm. I'll definitely snap that trade off. Because then that leaves them with only 2 threats to basically my 1 blocker, which I'm pretty pleased with, because the Walking Ballista is their biggest threat to me right now. As I'm pretty sure the Serum Visions can help me get out of this nasty loop here. I think I'm going to crack this Delta for my 1 last remaining land first. Even though there's 2 lands on the bottom of my library. I may have cracked a fetch land since then, I don't remember. Oh, I'm playing a list with 3 islands right now? I thought I was only playing 2 in this version. Eek. Alright, well my mana base is incorrect in this version, but that's a different story. We'll worry about that another time. Alright, let's Serum Visions. Ooh, another Tasker. Alright, Fulminator Mage, we do want the snap, this Fatal Push. I don't. We need this Fulminator Mage Bolt, the Seagate Wreckage. So we can terminate the Thought-Knot Seer, draw the Fulminator Mage, play the Fulminator Mage, play the Tassiger, but then they have a Walking Ballista. I think that's fine. So let's blow this guy up. Yeah. Attack with Snappy. If he blocks, I'll be shocked. Okay. And red. Do I get Fulminator down this turn? I could also just leave open Tasker. Yeah, it's probably better to do that, actually. Got a Logic now that counters any spell at this point. Letting him draw 2 cards, though, is just so... Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna Fulminator Mage and leave open... Yeah, I'm gonna Fulminator Mage and leave open Logic Knot. Determined that might be better. Alright, get this nonsense out of here. Audible in your line midway through, not a great plan. Oh, no worries, I play blue. I think it's a better creature removal spell. The reason why I favor 4 bolts to 1 Fatal Push in my current Grixis lists are that I value the bolts really highly at killing my opponent. I'm pretty bad at closing the door and actually like getting my opponent dead, but I'm pretty effective at like dealing with all of their nonsense. Is like something that I feel over, I guess, just years at this point of playing this deck. I'm pretty good at navigating games that way. Ghost Quarter your land. Float a blue. So I'm going to get Sam here to pop both of his remaining Ghost Quarters. So I'm going to fetch this 3rd island, which is oddly going to be relevant. And then he's going to try to resolve some spell here under the Logic Knot. Float another blue. So that's going to be successful for us. Well, maybe not as successful as we would have wanted, of course, but... Alright, so we get whacked for 1. I assume he just has a Thought-Knot Seer. If it's a Thought-Knot Seer, it's pretty annoying. Thought-Knot Seer would be a pretty good last draw. Oh no, this looks like a Walking Ballista for 3. Okay. Tricky one to beat, but definitely doable. Oh, that's right, we topped that, didn't we? God, we're so smart. We should do this, like, more often or something. Alright, so they're going to blow up our Snapcaster, put us to 7. Alright, get down Tassagoyf. What do we not want? We don't want these serums, it's other Tassagoyf, Thought Scour, Serum, and don't need that push. Nope, definitely don't need that push. And we do have enough mana that we can fire up this little guy. Alright, I would call that a successful turn sequence. You get to counter whatever Sam plays finally with this stupid logic, not even trying to use the whole game. Oh, we actually bottomed it? Well, a past me played better than a current me, but a current me got very lucky. And that's what happened there then. It was surgical extraction. I don't think we're about that life. It doesn't look like we're about that life. I'm gonna keep whacking away with this creepy tar pit. I think that's better than getting Tassiger in the action, as I don't really want to pop Sam's Hangerback Walker and potentially lose a race to it. Sam's just going to level up his guy. Alright, 11-7. We're back in the age-old battle of maybe Sam will go for a Dismember in his Hangerback Walker and I'll have to Logic Knot it. How to get a Magic? Top deck the card you need. Lol. Yeah, Delta, it's a good strategy. Geodox, I would be lying if I told you I knew for sure what just happened. Karn with 4 mana to pay. Alright, well, we'll counter that, because I'm not about that life. Let's see. Don't need any of this nonsense. 4. Count one more time, they have 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, hit okay. Still want the rest of those cards, yes. Alright. Alright, time to just draw a Snapcaster Mage or a Kolaghan's Command, and that'll end the match here. We could be kind of jerks here to Sam and like print screen his deck or whatever by like surgicaling him, but oh, you don't say. Alright, well we probably will surgical him in his draw step here now to try to hit a spell that we don't want to have to surgical from him. And that spell, what would that spell be? I would not want to have to hit Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah. Alright, let's hit the Thought-Knot Seer, because that's the highest density thing that he has left. Hopefully we got him. An Endbringer. Well, we're going to have to counter that. Get all these out of there. Alright, he's got another Hangerback Walker, another Endbringer, 4 Smasher, 1 Ballista. He only plays 3 Relic. And he's got 1 more Karn. Okay, so he's got about 5 more cards we have to counter. Oh, and a Dismember, so you can win the game with a Dismember too. Alright. That is fine. He's at 8. We're going to counter draw this. We'll draw a Snapcaster. Or a dead card. I wonder if Sam's going to attack this turn. It's an interesting spot. I think he attacks next turn. No, he's attacking this turn. Interesting. So this gives him a Walking Ballista as the only out that wins the game, and I can also just like Vigilance my Tasker basically by like killing it and playing the other one. Does this give him any extra outs? No, as long as I'm willing to Vigilance my Tasker, and I'm willing to, so I'm going to take the hit. Put Sam here to 1. Play a new Tassiger. Get rid of Surgical, Logic Knot, and some Landos. I would like to keep the untapped one. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Dismember we can't cast. So I should probably... I didn't see another Worm. Endbringer doesn't do anything. I'll just Surgical the other Walking Ballista in his draw step. And go to his draw step. And Surgical Walking Ballista. Just make sure he didn't draw that. And we did it! Hooray! Alright, that was a sweet game. Hoist, he was really looking to just get down that Wormcoil Engine that turn, but I just don't think that Wormcoil Engine is an effective sideboard card against Grixis. Scooter, yeah. Tab draw. Not the best one against a creature on taps each turn. Good call, Joink. Yep, you were on top of it. What's up, Gabby? How it goes? He's Cavern, so you can't counter it. Real Peaches, I don't know if they had another one, but yeah, your line would have also been very reasonable. Probably better than mine. I just didn't think that he could actively have more than one Worm Coil engine. Alright, Night Charles. Hoist, I think so also, especially if his plan was to grind there with Seagate Wreckage. Oopsies. Oh yeah, Delta, that game is sweet. I like the games a lot against Eldrazi-tron. Oh yeah, Sam, let me get on that, sorry. Let's cancel this for a second. We'll view the deck really fast. Bam, this is the current list. What we should be playing instead of that third island, I think I'm gonna play a Spiral of Canal, even though I hate it so much. Basically, the last lane in the deck just always sucks. I just hate it every time. Not Sava. We're not about that Grixis Death Shadow life. We put 4 Cryptics in our deck, not 4 Death Shadows. Yeah, I hope so too, Dokkan. I hope he plays like Dredge or something good. Sorry, I didn't eat dinner, so I'm eating my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's gas. Highly recommend. It's not a sponsor of the stream. That's Shadow Fireball, but you should eat your Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Big Bad Piggy, I think that it's just a card that is difficult for you to cast. Like, the games do go long, but the problem is the games that you're most likely to win are the ones where you're deploying threats on turns 2/3 through 5, and just kind of curving out your effective Eldrazi draws. And because it's not an Eldrazi, it actually costs you a full 6 mana, and it's just really difficult for you to actually ever assemble Tron, because your deck's just, 12 Tron lands and 4 maps. Like, you don't really have any other filtering to get there. Bless you. And, Kolaghan's Command, it might just be that Kolaghan's Command is too stressed, but it's, like, really effective at just, like, dealing with all their other nonsense. I think you'd be much better off if you had access to, like, I mean, maybe there's just nothing else. Like, I figured he would add a 4th Relic Virgin, so that would have been my first guess instead of that, but, like, another Endbringer, another Karn, an Ugin. I agree, Dokkan. If Olive Garden's got PV, why can't I get some Cinnamon Toast Crunch action? Alright, our hand's gas, so we're gonna keep. Pretty sure it's...
I was trying to pair against you and got paired down also, because I won one.
Our hand's gas, so we're just gonna turn 1 Serum, and then hopefully get really lucky, find a Thought Scour, win the game. The usual Grixis life. Alright, well, we don't want second Tasker, and Creepy Tar Pit. I can lay Creepy Tar Pit on top. Can next turn play Creepy Tar Pit, try to push, use Fetch Land, turn 3 Tasker. Alright, I'm into it. Watch, your opponent's gonna be on, like, Storm or something, and it's gonna look like a donkey. What's up, Paris? How you doing, man? Oh, Big Bad Piggy, you're good, no worries. Alright, Affinity. Alright, I definitely don't like topping my card against Affinity, but such is life, here we are. Alright, so let's Fatal Push Signal Pest here. So you don't want that action rolling around for too long. Yeah, we'll kill that, play Creepy Tar Pit. The Scalding Tarn's gonna get Basic Mountain here. Alright, Ravager, Signal Pest. They have 1 card left in their hand. Alright, given that, I'm actually just going to get a Mountain here. And I'm going to shatter their Ravager and make them discard their last card. They don't have mana to move it on to an Ink Moth. So I expect this to be fairly effective. Target player, you discard and blow up this nonsense. And then hopefully with an Ancestral, Terminate, and Tassiger turn next turn, we can try to clean up whatever nonsense is left going on. I assume my opponent's going to sack just their drum. They didn't sack anything. Interesting. They discarded a galvanic. That's unfortunate. Was hoping to hit a, excuse me, a etch champion. So we're likely going to take 2 poison and 4 damage here. Interesting. Okay, they're all in on this poison route. That's a little scary. A little bit of a brick off there. I definitely want to leave the Kolaghan's Command in my graveyard. So, trying to see if I can, like, strain my opponent to animate both the Inkies next turn. Get a Steam Vents. Yeah. Get you down. Get you down. Given that I have the 5th land in my hand, it's clearly better just to leave the Kolaghan's Command as the only spell there and not, like, terminate first or something. This hand is gas against affinity. Manlands are annoying, though. Fact, manlands are annoying. Alright, here we're just going to blow up this Signal Pest. We'll take 2 poison and 1 life damage. Makes it so a single bowl is, like, somewhat less effective, but we also have Tasker to draw cards. Just kind of need time against this nonsense. So we also have an Ancestral coming off. There's a Bolt. Alright, so that'll allow us to kill one of the Inkies and activate Tasker here. Ship it back our opponent's way. I don't really want to trade 1 for 1 here, even though, you know, a Welding Jar, that's annoying. That's annoying. Alright, whatever. Whatever. So let's get one of these Inkies tapped. Come on in, opponent. Alright, milled over a Spell Snare, unfortunately, so they're going to give us that back almost assuredly. Not the end of the world, though. Go to 7 poison here. Two more turns on the Ancestral. Cryptic. So maybe I really should have been racing there. Probably should have been racing. I definitely should be racing this turn. I'm at 7 poison. Can tap their team to draw a card. Yeah, definitely need to race this turn. What's up, Dokomoy? What's up, Brendan Ninja? Thanks, Hoolin, for the host. Welcome the 199 friends that were hanging out with Jeff Hoolin. Holy moly, big picky. I'm trying to read this, sorry. This is what I send Facebook messages to people. Now I understand how they feel. Alright, tap all creatures your opponent controls to draw a card. Get your nonsense out of here. Let's race. Pluto Delta. Not really my idea of a race, but... Ooh, another Cryptic Command. That's my idea of a race. So, missing that attack that one turn might cost us. Hopefully it doesn't. Opponents are still all in these Inkies. But Tron decks are sort of fundamentally different now, it seems. Although it doesn't make for allowance of a heuristic being wrong in the first place. Oh yeah, Big Bad Piggy, no worries, you're good. Yeah, like the way that Tron sort of functions now, like you don't really see much normal Tron anymore, which I think is kind of lame, because normal Tron was sweet. Or at least old school Tron was, air quotes, sweet. It was a Grixis player taught for me to really say they're sweet. I'm also kind of a jerk, so I kind of just dislike Tron, but that's a different story in another time. Gonna get a tap land here, and let's be the jerk that we are, tap all their creatures. Opponent's probably not pleased this is happening again. Ooh, draw another bad one. Alright, one more turn for Ancestral here. Oh, wait, it comes off this turn? God, we're so lucky. I totally forgot what turn it was. Oh, so missing that attack with... Oh, well, whatever. Magic's hard, etc., etc. I drew the best card every turn of the game, blah, 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 woe is me. I'm very lucky, I understand. Holy Diva, what were they playing? I assume they were playing the 4 Relics main. I'm trying to figure out what red cards they're really after. Vault Scourge. So them casting Vault Scourge almost assuredly means they're trying to resolve a Ravager or something of the sort. So I think this Vault Scourge is perfectly fine with me. As I still have just Snapcaster, Spell Snare, Kolaghan's Command open, so I'm going to let this resolve. Because I can also just, like, Snapcaster Bolt and then animate the Tar Pit. Animate Inky. Okay. I think I'm fine with all that. So I think what my plan is here is I don't really want to bounce a land. So that's like, not very effective. I think I can let them attack with whatever the hell they want to attack with. Yeah, I think I just let them attack. 4 Relics, 4 Grow, 4 Wormcoil main. Ooh, I like that. Trouble like a pro, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, Kaza Dragon, so we're at 7 life and 7 poison and almost had 7 cards in our hand. We were almost doing it. The 7-7-7 deal. That's what we're going to do when we go to the slot machines there at Vegas this weekend. I'm getting told no. Alright, I'm just going to let my opponent attack. I don't really know what the worst thing that can happen here. Wow, the Midnight's coming also. So I'm going to fall to 5 and 8. 5 and 8's fine. Assume my opponent needs to have a land here. Okay, so this can resolve, and then I can just Snapcast or Kolaghan's Command and blow up their 2 creatures. That's fine. Killing my opponent seems solid. I should probably do that. Kolaghan's Command. Destroy target artifact. How about that one and shock that? Wait. They must be conceding. Yep. Rats. I didn't get to blow up all their permanents. That was rude of them. Alright. So in this matchup, Ancestrals are pretty poor, Logic Knot's pretty bad, Counter Squall's pretty bad. If they want to Blood Moon us, they can Blood Moon us. I don't really care. I'm not about that life. EE's great, Static Caster's the girl. She's the best. Damnation, Fatal Push, Anger, Anger. And that's basically a wrap. Sideboarding this matchup is pretty simple. Holy Jim, are you going to Vegas? If you know and you don't have anything else you really enjoy, you should just jam it. G. Kenneth, the prevalence of Death Shadow should cause the average number of bolts to go down, the average number of fatal pushes to go up. Therefore, creatures with pro-black become better. Creatures with CMC 3 and 5 both become marginally better. So 3 marginally so, 5 greatly so. And creatures with 3 toughness, not 2 toughness, become better because people are playing Kolaghan's Commands in their Grixis Shadow lists. So, yes, well, if they draw a Fatal Push, you could just call it a Bolt in another world. They're going to have deal 2s in their deck instead of deal 3s, so if you have 3 toughness creatures that are your combo or your value sort of centric cards, you're going to get much more utility out of those. So you should be focusing on 3 toughness creatures, or they've gotten better. You should focus on 3 mana creatures and 5 mana creatures. And the 3 and the 5 mana creatures, you don't really care what their toughnesses are, but please let them be good enough for Modern. Like, I'm saying Knight of the Reliquary got better, not by a ton, but somewhat so.
Can you hurry up and win? Because I won.
Sup, WWE Gray? Settle on Jeskai control this weekend, and Dredge is the bane of my existence. Yeah, Dredge isn't my favorite deck to fight either. They kept their hand instantly. Alright, I think his hand's just slightly too weak. It's pretty close, though. And this hand's great. Oh, and Anger of the Gods. I do like Anger of the Gods. I do need to draw a red source. So I can go turn 1 bolt something, turn 2 bolt something, turn 3 terminate, or snap. I'm going to bottom Anger. Sorry, Anger. I'm angry. Nessian Courser is great. Yeah, you heard it here first. I do think Thragtusk actually got a reasonable amount better. Yeah, a mix of Relics and Angers are both very good. Basic Mountain Vault Scourge Ornithopter. Alright, well I'm probably just going to main phase bolt that stupid Vault Scourge. Try to keep my opponent off of Metalcraft in case they peel an Opal. Ooh, they drew an Island. Islands are good. Getting laughed at. Why am I getting laughed at? I believe the comments I make are very reasonable. Alright, I don't really know if there's a reason to do this right this second, but I'm just going to bolt their creature so I can have 6, because I'm off it. I would like to pay 2 white for that. There's probably some nonsense. I don't know. Maybe they... Who knows what people do these days. Alright, Opal, Spire, Cranial Plating, Suit Up. That would have been a reason not to it there. Whatever. Whatever. Ooh, another island. Yeah, I should take them off of Metalcraft. Get out of here. Get out of here. Now, here's the hope, is they resolve that and now they can't play a 3-mana artifact creature. That would be awesome. Alright, Signal Pesty, suit it up. I'll play another plating. Do I want to Snapcaster Bolt that or I want to terminate that? I think I want to Snapcaster Bolt that because I want to threat on the battlefield. So, Snappy Doo, where are you? Got some work for you now. Bolt ya. Taste it. Ooh, that's really loud. Getting trolled by people. Great. Ooh, another Ornithopter. Target acquired. Ooh, Fatal Push. Yeah. Alright, well... I think it's just more effective to use a more mana unfriendly one. Get out of here. As you can tell, I'm really just willing to spew cards in my opponent's face pretty aggressively. Uh-oh. Alright, well that's really bad. We're probably going to lose to that card. We were kind of hoping to fade this. Kind of hoping to fade this. They have 5 artifacts, so it's going to be a 12 ball. That's not great. I was trying to kill him as fast as possible before that happened. Oh well. Need to find an EE for 3. Okay. Okay. I need to exile both the spells because I just have to peel here. And I guess we can leave the land. There's no harm in leaving that, really. But I need to exile both the spells because we just need to find an EE. Yeah, in before Master of Ethereum. It's in before Etch Champion. Aww. What's up, Aisha? How you doing?
What?
Are Relics or Surgicals better against Drudge? I personally think Relics are better, but if you're a graveyard deck, obviously you can't afford them. Alright, so... trying to Cryptic Loop them. Cryptic Loop or EE. Bolts. I don't believe Bolts is good enough. Bolt does not seem good enough. I think we're dead. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. That's champion off top got us. Rough beats, rough beats. We would have had a good draw. That would have probably won it for us. We were 1 point off, but nothing to change after that. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, be messaged in chat. Yeah, Rogue I should have. Would you like to play first? Obviously, duh. No thanks. Much better. Where I bring in Grave Hate, including Rest in Peace, and replace my Snapcasters, Ancestral, Young Pyros, and Monastery Mentors. Yeah, Gray, if you have the sideboard space, that's reasonable. I just find it really difficult to make that a reality. I've at least found on my end that Angers and Surgicals are enough, but that's usually in combination with the amount of cantripping I have, and the fact that, one other Snapcaster. It's pretty close. Yeah, I'll take it. The amount of cantripping I have, plus the ability to just like Thought Scour and go find them and then Snapcaster them for 0 mana is like really effective. I play blue. I haven't really considered it. I don't know if that's just because I'm weird, but ooh, alright, do we want to take 6 damage? That's a lot of damages. Probably don't want to. Probably just going to try to fetch 2 tap lands this turn, and or not get Blood Mooned. Getting Blood Mooned would be kind of crappy. Vault Scourge. Sure. That is fine. Ravager, so they could eat the rest of their artifacts to keep the Ravager alive or just move a counter to the Vault Scourge. That is acceptable. I think I'd want them to move all the counters onto the Ravager. That link's out of date? Oh yeah, well, we'll have to get that updated thanks to Okumoi. Alright, I'm going to try to get my opponent to sack a bunch of permanents. I assume we're just going to move this onto the Vault Scourge, and that's okay. But I just want the Arcbound Ravager dead, because that thing's terrifying. Yeah, I play blue. I don't think you need Bolt, but I personally don't think that you need the white cards either, and I don't want to take the extra pain that the 4th Scholar in the mana base does to me. I just don't think that you need sideboard cards, honestly. Alright, this would be ideal if we drew a land here. Preferably a Blood Crypt. Yeah, that looks like a Blood Crypt. I have to go to 13 for it to be a Blood Crypt, though. Whatever. Who needs a life total? Alright, Snapcaster, bolt this guy. Hope don't get mutagenic growth. Alright. Reason to kill it there also is they have a Springly Drum in play, so I really don't want them to have the mana untapped. Alright, Steel Overseer. Probably need to kill that thing. And an Arcbound Ravager. Also need to kill that thing. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Hey, I drew a bolt. How lucky. Let's see. Probably need to bolt stupid Steel Overseer this time. Which means I should lead on Serum here. Cryptic. We do want that Swamp, don't want the Spell Snare. I think we're past the point of wanting a Spell Snare here. I think... I don't think attacking accomplishes much here.
Why fetch a Blood Crypt when you have Cryptic in your hand?
Why do you want the Swamp? I want the Swamp not very much, given that I fetched a Blood Crypt. Good call, everybody. You're all very smart, and I'm not very smart. Usually fetch the Blood Crypt in this matchup, because you have the Damnation and the 2 Angers, but yeah, it was pretty stupid given our hand. Mostly lost. I think that line's reasonable, but I think a Steel Overseer is likely to just kind of grow infinitely to the point where we can't ever beat it. Whereas I think it's possible for us to deal with this Arcbind Ravager. Thanks, Brennan. Appreciate it, Aisha. Alright, bunch of nonsense little critters. I think I'll cash in this Snapcaster Mage for an artifact. Yeah, I will. So I'm probably, given that I just let this stupid swamp on top, I'm probably going to have to Snapcaster Serum Visions. Which I guess means it's better to not block until next turn, so they have 6 artifacts, so that means they can move 7 counters somewhere. I go to 11. Alright, so yeah, I should actually take this hit and Snapcaster Serum on my turn. Whoops. We did it, Twitch chat. Yeah, Jonk, you guys got it. My bad. My bad, I'm not paying attention. I did the bads. Oh god, do they have Edge Champion also? Oh, they're Steel Overseer? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to Snapcaster Bolt that instead. Alright, Snapcaster Bolt that. So 2 Arcbound grows to a 3. Which means it attacks for 4, start coming across with 5, 7 power, eat artifact is 10. So we get a 1. Yeah, 1's greater than 0. Good enough for me. My napkin math says I'm alive. Let's see if napkins did enough. LOL punished. By what? I got a Blood Crypt. I don't understand. I already got punished for that. Are we getting punished for something else? I'm aware that I did not play this game flawlessly and do not deserve to win. All of that being said, I don't think I got punished that turn. 5, tap that, animate. See, look at that. See, we had it all along. No. Yeah. Alright, let's see. It's 3 counters. So they can sack 6, 7, 8, and they can make that a 9. So we're just going to tap their team and draw a card. They have all creatures your opponent controls. Draw a card. Drawing Damnation would be nice. I don't deserve it, but I would take it. Damnation is looking mighty fine. I agree, I play blue. It would be a above average draw. Because we are technically down on the board next turn. Alright, well. Yeah, I guess we can fetch another island and thought scour ourselves. So now we're going to have to Cryptic tap their team and can't even bounce the Ink Moth because they can just animate the stupid Ink Moth and then sack it to the Ravager. So hopefully everyone's feeling a little bit lucky. Yeah, I can't really put it on the main line, guys. Tap their team. Let's make sure. 7, 8, 9. Yep, okay. Alright, well, now we're on the bluff that we have a Fatal Push line of play. I think it's going to be best to tap their team, bounce our Snapcaster. Yeah, we can't do the line if people are thinking of tapping the mainland, or bouncing the mainland, excuse me. WWE Gray, I'm actually playing Legacy also. I don't know what my 75 is going to be, but there's going to be Cabal Therapy, Young Pyromancer, Deathrite Shaman, and Jace the Mind Sculptor in my deck. As I think those are all the most busted cards you can cast. Oh, enforceable. Second Blinky. Okay. I'm going to hope my opponent doesn't go for the kill. Tap all creatures your opponent control. Turn Snappy in my hand. I think this is a better line than drawing a card and then hoping my opponent goes for it when I only have 3 outs left. I think this is a better line to just try to bluff that I have it, because it gives me an extra turn down the street. Getting down the street, pretty woman. Because Duckalope, I don't think that... I think I'm a higher likelihood to win the game by my opponent not going for it, by me bluffing my opponent not going for it this turn, than I am to draw a single Lightning Bolt or Fatal Push and they do go for it. Yeah, see, my opponent's not going for it. Because they're far enough ahead, they can just kind of keep sitting here multiple turns. Alrighty. Well... trying to think if I should, like, do this in upkeep for some reason. So I think my plan is to run the same line back and just hope my opponent doesn't go for anything. Yeah. Run back the same thing. Hope my opponent does the same thing. Mostly, at this point, we have to draw a Damnation. That's our only out. We need our opponent to not do anything afterwards, so yeah. I guess the reason to not do it here, like, whatever. This is all fine. Turn target permanent, tap all creatures. Choose target permanent. I choose Snappy. The reason not to do it here is I can just die to a plating right now, but I don't think I'm realistically beating that because they just have 2 Spire of Industries. I can just black attach it. Sure. Yeah, I play blue. That might be our line next turn. Because we're at 3. Like, a Damnation doesn't do us any good after this turn. Kolaghan's Command. We don't have enough mana to do that, do we? Because we're at 8. 4, 8. So no. Could get the Ravager gone, but that's not really effective. Have we finally reached the point of no return where we have to just Snapcast Revisions? Think we have. Feels like we have. Alright. It's probably 50-50. Pretty sure that's the outs, or the numbers at least. I have a degree in something similar to math, so I'm pretty sure I know the numbers. Ooh, an Anger of the Gods. That's pretty close. It's not exactly what we're looking for, but it's close enough. Alright. Well played, opponent. Well played. Definitely could have played game 3 better by, not leaving the swamp on top of our library. We'd have drawn the island. I don't know if we could have won game 2. Seems unlikely. But our opponent played way better than us. Jill Pellet doesn't win the game, but I think we were favored. Especially once we had drawn the Kolaghan's Command. I definitely think we were favored. Because, yeah, we would Damnation the board, then we would Kolaghan's Command, shatter one of the...
Yes.
Shatter one of the lands. You're such a troll. You're such a troll. And you're gonna screen peek me? You're the worst human alive. You're actually the worst. You're awful. Alright, so we're playing against Boggles, so... Alright, well, this hand's acceptable against Boggles, because none of our cards do anything. Great, my girlfriend's hanging out behind me, and she's wanted to watch me stream. And she's on Boggles, and I'm on Grixis, so the matchup's horrendous. You're just such a troll.
Sorry.
You're the worst. Oh, lordy. Alright, so we're gonna bottom that. She unfortunately capped. Hopefully she just puts 4 white lines into play, because those don't do anything.
Yeah, fuck you.
Come on, come on. There's only one. Did you top your card too? No, you bottomed. Yes. Suck it. Taste it. Yeah, Joe, come on. Unreasonable. She's even a mod in the chat. Like, what is this? What are the odds? It's 50-50.
Check it out, no boggle.
Oh, I can beat this no boggle nonsense.
You're still alive.
I can't beat the ledge walker on turn 2. What are we tasting exactly? Great. Currently, she is tasting justice.
Wow, rude.
Oh, nice. I got a lightning bolt target. It's my face.
Check out this no fetch.
I would have allowed it.
Had it.
What are the odds you guys get matched up? Considering she was sitting there waiting for me, asking, oh, hey, are you 1-1? Because I just won, I'm 2-1 now. I really want to play against you on stream. It was probably like 100%.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sniping you.
Oh, that's really kind of you.
I'm not looking, I promise.
She has literal 2 laptops. One is my travel laptop, and one is her laptop. She's using her laptop to watch the stream, and she's playing on my little travel laptop. And I'm sitting here on my other laptop that I use for gaming and stuff. And then have you guys on my monitor. So at any point she wants to stream snipe, she can look at the big monitor, she can look at her screen, she can look at my screen. Hell, she probably has the Twitch chat open on the little laptop.
I do not.
This is great. This is just awesome.
I don't appreciate the assumption. Okay, we're gonna go for it.
What in the world is happening? Oh, we're hiding over. Okay. So, we're lucky. Our bolt actually does something now. Bolt that. Push that. Alright. Land down.
Wow, luck sick.
Had it all. Look at all that targeted removal.
Fuck. There you go.
Ooh, there we go. We might win one, boys and girls. Oh yeah, look at this action. This is just pure magic.
God, I hate
Just
you.
the way Richard Garfield intended. Drawing the 4/5 for 4 off the top of your library on turn 4.
What? What is it?
Yeah, Ace of Face, the other player in the room. When you're done, can I steal a couple minutes of time? Yeah, maybe I play blue. It'll depend on what time we get out of here, but it's definitely not at the table if we finish rather quickly. Alright, so I can leave up Cryptic. Yeah, I've got a Cryptic in my head. How does that feel?
I'm not looking.
I'm just gonna hold up Cryptic at this point, because I don't think that she can win if she doesn't resolve a powerful spell. And by powerful spell, I mean a 1-mana 1/1 hexproof.
You're gonna hold up Cryptic? It's kinda low, I think.
WW Gray, I actually think your list is pretty good. I've for multiple weeks now been considering cutting the stupid E in my sideboard. I leave it in mostly because of like the devoted druid nonsense decks and affinity, just because the card's like so absurd there. But it would be a second damnation. It would still be good in this matchup as a damnation, but I really just want to Cryptic your land, make you discard to hand size. How would you feel?
I'd kill you.
No, you wouldn't.
Never talk to you again.
Call. Alright, vote in the chat. Everyone that types 1 will balance her Temple Garden. Everyone that types 2 will just pass our turn and we'll just move on with our lives. Voting starts now and it ends in 10 seconds. Real Peaches wants to bounce the ley line. Ooh, there we go. We've got 2 2s and a bunch of people spamming 1, and 2 souls that use their brain cells that want to bounce the ley line to play around nonsense. All right, the chat is spoken. Andy Wilson says 2 is the right play to make. All right, Andy, are we here to make the right play, or are we here to have a good time? That is the correct question you need to ask yourself. JLPEL3 or JLPEL88 voting 3. I'm assuming that means bounce the ley line, right? All right, we're in. The chat is spoken. God, I hope I get pathed.
Taste it, nerd! Fuck you.
Alright, sweet. Can I bolt my own Tassiger? See, guys, we got justice. Now we're gonna kill over the creeping tarpon. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This is so evil.
This is great. Every game should be like this. Let's just go Steam Vents. I really hope chat's just like super pissed with me now.
No, I think everyone hates me.
Why would they hate you?
Because I'm playing Boggles and I'm stream sniping.
Sweet.
Oh! Do you have a counterspell?
Twitch plays MTGO. No, I never have a counterspell. I'm just gonna attack you to death with silly creepy tar pit. What's up, Boggle? Ooh. She can't get lifelink next turn. So this is the right play this turn, and then we can change lines next turn. You never you wouldn't be here if you didn't enjoy this. Oh hell yeah, I mean you're right, I play blue. I wouldn't be here if I didn't actually enjoy this. What if I take option 3? Nicolas Cage. Like any double ethereal armored and like 50 bald? You ever do a Razorverge Thicket? Wait, what's it like?
Taste it, nerd.
What's it like?
I played tier 1 deck, so.
I don't have a Cryptic Command. And by that, I mean there's 2 Cryptic Commands in my hand.
I wouldn't know.
No, we wouldn't. Can't be pissed at you, by the way. We enjoy nonsense. See, I play blue. That's the best part. Why not hold Terminate open, cause a dragon? This creature is hexproof. So we can't actually cast most of our removal spells in this matchup. She does play Core Spirit Dancer and Dryad Arbor, are creatures that we could probably kill. Thankfully, we killed this land about, I don't know, for each 5.
This kind of has a point. You probably should just bounce my ley line, then bolt my face. Because you can creeping target.
Yeah, Delta, that's our plan at the end of this turn. The plan is we're going to counter whatever nonsense spell she plays, bounce the ley line, bolt her, and then Snapcaster bolt her or something. Yeah, exactly. Knock knock upstairs. A Rancor. Yeah, Rancor can resolve.
Still. Yeah, you can have it.
Alright, so here we can counter bounce. So, we can also just tap bounce. Whatever. We can do anything we want. Counter target spell. Wait, come back. We weren't done with it yet. Alright, well that was kind of rude. AAJ Zinga 77, what's up? How you doing? Snare the Coronet. Yeah, Real Peaches. I think that's the correct play, is to snare the Coronet, tap the creature, bounce the thing, bolt them, untap, tarp at their face. But it was really fun taking as long as possible figuring out what we're going to do with all of our nonsense cards. Alright, so for Boggles, the plan is to take out all the cards that don't do anything and put in all the cards that do things. The thing is, we don't have many cards that actually do things.
Bring it, is it? I think it's a good card.
Bring in is a Staticaster. Push is better than Terminate. We do want some number of those to deal with Core Spirit Dancers to get out of control, and I think the bolts are pretty poor. I'm trying to think if we can bring in like 1 Surgical. I missed it, Gabby. What were you talking about? What you do against Boggles is set chalice to 1 and then set chalice to 2 and then roll eyes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you're saying that game was really fun. I totally agree. I mean, it was a blast. She basically had no permanence in play.
God, I hate you.
And Wassy Printed Card says, do something in the text box. Coming in unhinged, what was it, not unhinged, unglued 3. They played against Bottles, take all the cards that don't do anything, and bring all the cards that do things. Yeah. Thank you, Mostly Lost, appreciate the quote. We do need more of those. Anti-Evil 2 now followed. What's up, Anti? How you doing? This is all nonsense. Fulminators are so bad. I guess I can blow up a Horizon Canopy.
I told you people have been bringing Fulminators against me.
I'm gonna leave a Bolt in. Yeah, I'm into Bolt. Oh yeah, she's great.
Aww.
I'm not really the funny one. She's the funny one. I just get to play everything she says.
Play first. Oh, hands gas. I'll keep.
Ugh. This hand sucks. I'll keep. Okay, I got a plan, friends. It's called Hope and Pray. Yeah, Jonka, it is a card that always does something. We're going to find out if these other cards in our hand ever do something. My guess is that they won't. But again, there's hoping and there's praying. I don't think I want to Serum Visions this turn, as I also want to fetch again on the next turn. So if I wanted a top, I can't get both cards. Can't imagine ever needing to top in this matchup, though. So I think it is fine to just Serum this turn, as it gives us the backdoor to just potentially, like, find something that audibles our line completely. No thank you. No thank you to just all of that. Oh no, bad. We do have 4 AVs in the 75. You're probably looking at a previous picture. I should probably get somebody to help me out with using the fancy schmancy internet again. Trevor, that's awesome. Plan is to kill a Boggle, surgical them, then get dick punched by Glade Cover Scouts. Ooh, we're getting attacked for 1? That's a good sign. I think we have a chance, guys. I think we have a chance. I think we're getting stream sniped if she's not playing a Rancor or whatever the heck nonsense is it. What in the world? In a land? Alright, I don't know what she kept over there. But I'll take it. This is going to have to get red-black, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. Please fetch Dryad Arbor. Yeah, Dokimura, I don't know how I did it. You should be proud. We leveled ourselves up from being able to turn on a stream. We were able to turn on the internet. The prime minutes work. Oh god, look what I've done. Sack Canopy. Oh my god. It's a glorious day. Getting stream sniped and I have a chance.
I'm not stream sniping.
You're not, you promise? I promise I don't have a counter squall. You're even typing in the chat. You're such a liar. Yeah, Gabby, I wish we could also.
Gabby wants to see my hand, so I was just going to
Yeah, alright, Gabby, I'll make an agreement. She'll type her hand out into the chat, and I won't look at the chat here for a split second as it goes up.
Okay, I'm typing.
So I've got more messages below, and say in 1 minute I'll scroll down and I won't read the hand. So you guys can get action on both sides. In the meantime, I need to find the cereal that I was eating.
Okay, I typed it.
I'm hungry. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, remember, it's not sponsored to the stream, that's Channel Fireball. You should go to channelfireball.com. But in the meantime...
Do you read that? Manatithe.
There's a Manatithe in her hand. I don't believe her.
I tried it. Oh, it's my turn still. But
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, still very delicious. Highly recommend. Also, by the way, Channel Fireball doesn't actually officially sponsor this stream, so if you want to harass them about it and get them to sponsor the stream, we'll get a nice little icon up for them someday. Should do that. Channel Fireball is gas. Oh, we did it. Spent 3 mana, killed a 1/1. That's game. Lock it up. Blade plugins. Plug it in, plug it in. Also not a sponsor of the stream. Core Spirit Dancer. Spider Umbra to a 3/5. That's probably not great for me. That's probably great for me. Boom.
Evil.
Alright. Burned up a lot of anger equity there. Kind of mad. See, that's why you put cards that don't do anything in your deck, because sometimes you draw them and they do things. Now, we just gotta hope she doesn't have another one. Oh, rest in peace. No! Alright, well, that's not good. This is bad. Ooh, that was a good draw. One more mana. Remora, it would break the armor, yes. Basically, Totem Armor is a replacement. Ooh, that's bad for me. Totem Armor is a replacement of death, so if the creature would die for any reason, you can replace its death and remove all damage from it by sacrificing the Umbra. So, however, it will not replace --/- effects because you would sack the Umbra and the creature would die again in the --/ ability. Yeah, whatever. We can just do this right now. Hold up, Counter Squall. Totem Armor is not a May, but it's a replacement, so you sort of just get prompted to do it. You would sack one of the Umbras. Correct. Sacrifice effects. Sorry, yes. GG, man. Good call. That's why Liliana the Veil is so highly sought after against these decks. Alright, that's a really large and in-charge Boggle. Hope we find an EE to pop the Umbra and the Daybreak. Interesting spot here. See if we can try to get something out of it. Guess there's no harm in having her tap our creature here. Turn target permanent, draw a card. Bounce the Hyena Umbra. Bouncing the Hyena Umbra makes it so the Daybreak Coronet, there's no longer an aura attached to the Boggle, so the Daybreak Coronet will fall off, get to the exile pile thanks to Rest in Peace, and we'll fall to 6 here from Bogle. Correct, Z Junior, that's actually what we just did there. I'll get you the templating here on Daybreak. I believe it's Enchanted Creature. Enchant creature with another aura attached to it. And enchant creatures are sort of like continuous effects. They continuously reapply, and they need something on them at all times. Holy moly, she's going off over there. Alright, definitely time to find an EE. An EE, a Damnation. These are some of my favorite things.
I agree with Gabby.
Ooh, I heard I agree with the Gabby. I don't know what you said, Gabby, but
You can read it.
I wanted to win so there's more of these games. Wow, Gabby, come on. You keep. Why would you do that to me?
Agreed.
You gotta root for the good guys. Who's really the good guys here? The green-white hexproof creatures, or the blue-black-red bad play patterns? Come on, I think we all know who the good people are here. This is the most amusing game I've ever seen. It's Turbo Fog versus Boggles. I mean, that's basically what's happening here, right? Exactly, bad, Gertic. Exactly that. Exactly what you said. Whoa, there's 2 I Play Blue in chats? Oh, you changed your chat color. That's cool. Look at you guys. You all know some crazy things. Oh my lord. Both these bottles are just terrifying. I really hope we draw Damnation. Ooh, I am not ballsy enough to do that. Nope. No way, not no how. We are going to run out of cryptics here pretty quickly. Yeah, Dokamo, exactly. Oh my god, whose ghost emote is that? That person's a genius. CFP ghost? So I assume that's Paul's? That's great. A winning ghost. Yeah, we are kind of getting just decimated here. Wooded Foothills. The Dry never got discarded, right? Yeah, it did. Okay. I'm feeling lucky. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Alright, let's mill her for 2. I'm feeling it. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. You should fetch and response, otherwise I'm going to mill that Temple Garden.
Rude. Would you not?
Brutal. Milled 2 creatures.
Taste it.
Alright, well...
Taste it, nerd.
Time to chump block.
I like chump blocking.
Everybody's favorite time of the game.
D's plus chump block.
The time where we start chump blocking with our creeping tar pits. That's how you know the game's going well.
Taste it, nerd. Oh, you probably haven't.
Alright, and we're dubs.
Yay!
Alright. She didn't get lucky once. It's alright, we got this, guys. We got this. So now that we know that she's also bringing in Teagues, which I think are pretty smart in the matchup, we need to figure out how many more pieces of removal we can afford, if any. Well, it's probably worse than a Terminate. Definitely don't like that, pal. I think that a lot of the game you just need to like tread water until you find your cards that do things, and I don't think Fulminator is really a card that does things. Don't worry, end goals, we will. We'll probably be playing something very similar to what you're watching right this second. Oh yeah, Z Junior. Boggles just played a great long game. I don't know what people are doing.
Deck is gas.
Quote, deck is gas. Junk, that's a real thing. I do really like going turn 1 Thought Scour, turn 2 Tasker. Like, it is a way for us to just actually, like, kind of fish game her. If she doesn't have an Ethereal Armor, like, she can't get it up to a 5/5 maybe. I understand I don't have many lands, but she's playing 20, so it's like...
Well, and I take out my paths.
So, like, just not, like, that effective of a strategy long term, I think. Like, I think you can get them some games. I just don't think it's reasonable for you to try to put a 3-mana spell in your deck that doesn't... Like, yes, it trades for a card, but it's not the kind of card you're looking to trade for. Awesome, end goals. I'll see you there. Alright, we're gonna run this back.
You just submitted?
Board in Meekstone. What does Meekstone do? Card Meekstone. I think that was one of the invocations, right? That is like creatures of power. Yeah, creatures of power 3 or greater don't untap.
Oh my god, that's evil.
Oh yeah, that's what we need. Oh, Metronomy. There's some positives and negatives. I do very much enjoy playing Hex, and I would be down to stream it. The problem is if I did want to play like a tier 1 constructed deck and just get that out of my system, I would like run into a conflict of interest where it's like I don't want to be introducing new things and like moving the metagame myself. Yeah, this hand's okay. But yeah, that is something that I do want to do. Like more so than just our streams at the office, which I finally had enough people messaging on the forum, sending me personal messages either over Facebook, on Twitter, on the forums itself. And I think I had worn enough people down where it's like, hey, I think this is something we should do for community involvement. And 2-hour dev stream every Wednesday.
Do you want to look away so I can tap my keeping hand?
Sure. Alright, we're looking away so Aisha can type her hand so you guys can play with the ghost. You can be Team Ghost or Team Channel Fireball, your choice. Remember, always choose Team CFB. Oh, she kept 7. This sucks. This is stupid.
I don't want to beat you now because you keep complaining. Don't feel bad.
Don't get mad, get glad. Alright, scroll back down here. Yay, a boggle. Lovely. Ooh, that's a good draw. Probably just fetch a water grave, suspend that, and play this. I think that's our best line. Yep. Alright, get ourselves a 16, get a water grave, play E for 1, and suspend Ancestral. I do sometimes like wait for them to put a crap ton of nonsense onto their boggle. My concern here with it is that if she has like Gaddock Teak like she showed us last game, we don't have a piece of removal for it. But if it causes her to play more slowly, like, we're perfectly fine with that as well. I would laugh pretty hard though if we got like Pithing Needle naming E or something.
You know I took it out of my sideboard.
I do know that now. Tickletron, what's up? Hyena Umbra. And a Rancor. I really don't even just kill an Umbra if I bought this. That's pretty lame. Alright, 4 turn. Not great for me. Not great for me. So I really kind of want this to get a Steam Vents. I do really need to leave out this E-Pop though. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? You're currently watching a match where my girlfriend is literally sitting here behind us stream sniping us and beating it.
I'm not stream sniping!
Alright, she's claiming she's not stream sniping anymore. Big Bag Piggy, part of it was we weren't going to need to really counter skull much on turn 2, I didn't think. And I didn't really feel a necessity to be mana efficient, I guess. But maybe I was wrong. Alright, let's just Serum Visions here. Don't really want these things. Yeah, don't really want those things. Alright, the big bad boggle's coming to town. There's a reason to pop here. Saves us 3 life. I don't think a large one. I think I'd rather just leave up and try to fight whatever else comes down. Another canopy. Yeah, it's a little annoying. Wish I'd kept the Kolaghan's Given now, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So we pop this now, and then we try to draw Anger or Damnation. Otherwise we're doing a bunch of nonsense. Alright. Alright. I guess I can't even draw Damnation because it's a stupid Gaddock Teak, so I guess we're trying to draw one of our 2 Angers. Basically, it's just going to pop the Hyena Umbra, put the Rancor back in our hand. Not great. It says 2 turns on it. Alright, I think what I'm going to do here is just play this, leave open the other card in our hand. Could have played the Scalding Turn there to try to set up for a counter plus a snap. That might have been more effective, I'm not certain. Core Spirit Dancer. Okay, well, At least happy with the play I made then. Definitely need to get this nonsense out of the way if it's the Rancor. And then kill the Spirit Dancer. What's this targeting? The Boggle. Fortunately, she still gets to draw a card here. Wub. More Rancors? Would not be ideal.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Spellcore is such a ridiculous card. Agreed. Yeah, I think Spellcore is just fantastic.
Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, great. I tried ad nauseum for the team tournament when I played with Justin Cohen and Sam Black, and as soon as I played against Death Shadow, like the third time, I was so off the deck. It was not an experience I wanted to relive. Alright, the age-old question. Will we live long enough for it to come off suspend? Find out next week on...
Don't concede.
Will we live? Alright, so... Can I also not cast creatures? Yeah, just non-creatures with X or 4. Makes sense, it's a green-white card. Green-white likes creatures. So I think he's going to get a basic mountain. Basic mountain. Use our Swampo. Save the counter Squall. And back to praying. It's worked so well in the past. Yeah, great. Also, the fact that they have a 1-mana negates is just like so absurd. Remora, it's got a little bit of play. There's been like restore balance decks. There's been like some weird nonsense like Jeskai mid-rangey decks with it. But nothing like too crazy. Thanks, Chonk. I definitely do want to stream more often. It's something that I think I just need to set myself to a schedule and stick to it, but I'm not somebody that's like hyper effective at that. Delta, I studied quantitative economics and I was one course away from a minor in mathematics. The way I kind of describe my degree to people is that it's 50% stats, 50% math, and 50% economics. And if you know anything about percents, that's 150%, so... Ooh, are we gonna get a no attacks? That'd be gas. Oh, that's bad. So I can go to 1, and then I can never fetch again. But I do get a bunch of cards. God. 4 cards in hand? There's just no way she leaves in Path Post board. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like Snapcaster here. Put the Tassiger on the core Spirit Dancer and the Snappy on the Boggle, and go to 2. I was thinking about hitting the Teague. I guess I could just hit the Boggle though, because they obviously don't. She can't have an enchantment. I'm trying to figure out what her hand can actually be here. I'm assuming it's more 1-mana creatures, more Teagues, and more lands. I should understand. 25% Adderall, that's awesome. How's Abzan tokens in Marvelous meta? That is a good Sam Black question. Sam, if you're still in the chat, get in there. Get on that. Alright, I'm going to flash in Snappy. I'm not hyper confident in this block, but I'm going to block the Gaddock Teague. I think it's more likely to end good than it is bad, but I don't know like what you can actually define as like a good part of this block. Because Gaddock Teague is a realistic card that could still be like locked up in her hand. Five cards. One is a Rancor. Ooh, is she gonna deal herself a bunch of damage? Another Gaddock Teague. Alright, as expected. So we almost have her dead, and we get to draw 4 cards here. So if we find a Kolaghan's Command, we could realistically steal this game.
That'd be rude.
Those were not great cards. We're at 3? 3's not a lot.
It's more than 0.
3 is more than 0. That's confirmed. We do that and that to that. Yeah, so let's Serum here. Oh, that's a good card. Alright, so we'll put this on bottom. Put this card on top. We'll use this to mill her. We'll cast this spell. Which spell? Dispel. And cantrips. Hoorah! Oh, Delta, you just got real excited. Corey ever play current standard? I don't really play it on stream. I am much more likely to start practicing it though now that Marvel's banned.
I
You're done on the board, and I have a cryptic command if you have just creatures. And I'm planning to cryptic tap your team.
Tilt City.
And I'm willing to Snapcaster Anger you too.
I'm not concerned about that.
Thanks, Gabby. Appreciate it. I play blue, don't worry. I will be building a lot of Grixis control decks once we have access to my good friend, the Pharaoh. Basically, Nicol Bolas was one of the first cards I really got to play Magic with a ton. So, any chance I get to jam some of my boy, I'm going to do that.
There you go.
Should I kill you with Creeping Tarpit, or should I kill you by tapping... Or I could just bounce your Spirit Dancer. That's kind of rude, too.
You know what? Since I care for you, I'll even let you kill me. I won't concede.
Ooh. God, I hope I misclick through it.
I'm gonna come F6 your hand.
No. 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 Will you hit F6 on your computer, please?
What'd you say?
Will you please hit F6 or F2 on your computer so that my priority activation here of my Creeping Tarpit will resolve off the stack?
Alright, I conceded.
I've already hit F6.
Good job.
Would love to get to play the new one. My first constructed deck was a block constructed 5-color Cascade control deck. Holy moly, that's awesome. That sounds like a blast.
You beat Boggle, babe.
Victory. The actual new Planeswalker is just Garbo. Remora, it doesn't look insane to me on the surface, but I'm hoping that there's just going to be some stupid land that's like your non-creature spells are uncounterable or something. Because it's just not a healthy metagame to have a deck that has 18 counter spells in it. So, knock on wood. The other hope is that his blue-red's just too bad to keep up with Mardu and black-green and Zombos and all the other nonsense. Oh, spoilers. Yeah, Dan Bobes. Spoilers, we banned Marvel. And by we, I mean, I think enough people complained on social media that it got banned. I think it was unhealthy for the format, though, obviously. Like, enough people to show up with it, even if it wasn't the best deck. It's only creatures, I believe. Last seen 11 days ago playing Lantern Control? Ooh, man, look at that. I don't know what MTG Bot's doing, but MTG Bot's doing work there. Alright, certainly going to keep this hand even if they're on it or not.
Will you give me the reasons?
Yeah. Let's fetch Steam Vents just in case that they're on something else. We need to use this Lightning Bolt. And Visions. What do we got? Well, we don't need Cryptic. I want Logic Knot. No, I just want more lands. Amulet or Lantern, that's just good taste. Sam, go home, you're drunk. Now, you can't actually be drunk, I just never see you drink. think I've seen you drink like once. A water grave. Thoughtseize.
Rude.
Oh, what a jerk. Well, now I get to cast Tasker at least. Sucker. Least interactive limited format I've ever played?
I mean, just because there's so few kill spells.
I understand the concern of, like, the removal short. Oh, they took my Tassiger.
Yeah.
Wow. My opponent's a baller. My opponent's like, well, I can't beat that 4-5, but I can beat you drawing 3 cards. You're being shadowed, literally. Great. Even better taste. Should probably fetch her in response to make sure I don't get shadowed out of it. Not that that's like a realistic card anybody plays, but I'm a pansy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Remore, I think that's similar to when they said they messed up Landfall the first time. Like, played a GOP, step links, I just don't think they actually tested enough with those numbers. Oh yeah, Dokkamoy, they can try. I'm gonna terminate their creature in response. It's just gonna be a blowout. They're gonna feel silly. I didn't pay attention to what they did. They bottom topped and then top topped, so they have a lot of nonsense they know about. I could Snapcaster or Serum Visions. Oh, God, I almost never do that. What is this on? I just put this up here, right? 4. Yeah, I'd rather Ancestral.
You talk down to people who do that.
What's that?
You talk down to people who do that.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a very good play. Alright, down to 11. If they play Death Shadow, I will probably not bolt it. Why do you have so many stops? Mostly I have so many stops because I'm terrified that I'm going to click through a phase. So I'm just like extra hesitant at this point. Man, they took one of my Snapcasters. I was planning on snap bolting them at some point. Yeah, Remore, the sealed format has been pretty weird from my experience playing it. Tassagoyf does whatever a Tassagoyf does. You'll get a Blood Crypt. Alright, now we're on the... Kind of just sit here and play until we draw more bolt action. This gives away what we drew to them, but I think that's fine. Bloodstained Mire, get a Steam Vents, go to 8. They're in a spot here where they can't really attack with their Tasker unless they're willing to burn Stubborn Enel, one of these lightning bolts. And or they have a creature, of course. You expect each of the 9 decks to have at least 3 Glory Bringers. I mean, I don't actually expect that, but I understand what you're getting at. Blood Crypt tapped, no plays. And these are on 2 and 3, if I recall correctly. Do we want to Bolt Snap Bolt? Probably do. It's probably going to get Spell Snare, but I also think that's fine. It's more bad if it gets Kolaghan's Command and I don't peel an instant. I guess if it gets Kolaghan's Command and I'm like not the most unhappy. Alright, my opponent runs some weird line here where they like K-command me at this point. I think I would have been fine sticking with Snapcaster. My plan is this is going to put him to 2, and then this is going to get K-command into my draw step. And I'm just going to peel a bolt and kill them anyways. Yes, I'm aware that I could have tried to kill their Tasker. I'm not about that life, though. Yeah, they typically don't play a Spell Snare. I have seen some lists that either bring it in or have one main deck. Alright, we're going to draw a Cryptic, we're going to draw a Bolt, we're going to draw a Terminate. Fine with all those cards. Thought Scour. Ooh, we're gonna get the sweat. Here we go, everybody. Okay, command, make you discard, mill myself. Ooh, another sweat. Here we go. Mill myself again. Aw, boo. Alright, that's fine though. They still have to counter this Ancestral, and then still have to find a way to kill us, because we are at 10. Alright, night mostly lost. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so if this resolves, I assume they're probably dead, so I assume it's getting countered. There's the timer now that we expected. I guess I have to play a Screamy Tarpit. They're probably just going to run out of Snapcaster and kill us, though. Such is life. Thought Scour myself. Did they find it? They did. Alright, well, we died. Maybe we could have held on for a turn or two before going for it, but whatever. Whatever. Alright, on the play. Want the Damnation, want the Fatal Push. Oops, Bolt stay here. I think that's all I want to do. Bam. I play blue. I've watched a lot of your videos, and your spell centers hit nothing but straight gold value, and I'll be holding on to mine all night and not see a 2-drop. Maybe my metagame. Regardless of the reason, it's really annoying. I totally hear you there.
I had 2 drops.
Yeah, that sounds acceptable. Assume taking my Kolaghan's command. Yep. They don't really have any 2-mana spell, and I'm like super terrified of them running out, so I'm just gonna crack this immediately. Flooded Strand and a Visions. Definitely don't want the Flooded Strand, do we want the Visions? It's like bad in the face of a Planeswalker. Would rather terminate. Yeah, I think it's fine enough, I'll keep it on top. Kind of a greedy line, but I retract my large statement. Invocations are less busted than past super mythics, but many are busted and a few are fine. A lot of them do nothing though. Yeah, Remore, I think I want to say it was like half of the artifact ones were not like super bustos. This is a 1/1. I mean, Thoughtseized again. Assume my spell snare is going. No, I fail push. Okay, so I'd expect that they have a Death Shadow for us coming soon. Oh, sorry, let me pull up the Exile Pile. It should be on 2 and 4, going on 3 and 1. No, Admiral, this is the list with a bunch of Cryptic Commandos. Oh yeah, Consecrated Sphinx is absurdo in the sealed format. Thought Scour yourself. Sure. No Thought Scour and a Delta. Oh my god, that's just, yuck, vomit. Come on, don't do that to yourself. You deserve more respect. Yeah, I may as well fetch the Blood Crypt. I don't want to pay lives. I don't. Ooh, another Thought Scour. Alright, so these go to 3 and 1. I would like to find a Terminate for this nonsense. Bolt is good if we can get down to the spot where we're just straight up killing them. Alright, we found a Snapcaster. Get that land out there. Fortunately, soon the first one of these is going to get denied. Where'd the girlfriend go? Stream got 100% more serious. We need jokes. Yeah, what happened? She's giggling in the background. Whoa. Fetching untapped serum. Okay. Bottom and top. The opponent usually plays Lantern Control. Respect for himself goes out the window XD. Really good Lantern player though in Moto. Ooh, Sarmoth. I dig your name. Shoutouts to Sarmoth. Sarmoth was a 3-mana 1/5 in WoW TCG. All opposing characters had to attack it. Sarmoth was great. No, we're not going to ban Bolt. You're silly. Let's see. Take a water grave here. Alright, I'm going to assume this Ancestral gets countered, and if it does, so be it. If it doesn't, cool. Did I say 1-4, Daniel? I meant 1-5, but I thought I said 1-4. Or 1-5, excuse me. I don't even know what I'm saying. More lands are not ideal. Not ideal. Alright, I'm going to hold on to this land to hold for a K-Command discard. I don't know if the game's going to go that far, but I also don't want to hit myself for another point of damage. Nile Spellbomb. That's fine. Not great, but it's fine.
Someone asked why you're playing Control over Shadow.
I'm mostly playing Control over Shadow because it's the list I enjoy. More so than I think Grixis Shadow is the best deck. I think if somebody's going to advise you a deck and they don't advise you Shadows, they're just lying to you. I think I'm going to bolt my opponent here. Maybe not. What am I realistically drawing to win this game? Because maybe they want to take my bolt, maybe the Spell Snare is actually good.
What would they have that makes it good?
The Spell Snare?
Yeah.
Snapcaster Mage.
I guess.
Yeah, I think we're just going to let this resolve. Admiral, you don't have to apologize to me. If I ever cast Rakdos Charm, not in this list, but I can certainly see playing it. Thought Scour yourself, okay. Mill to Stubborn and Now and a Death Shadow. That's probably good for me. Sure, come at me. Twin did nothing wrong. Feels bad, man. Alright, what do we got here? Terminato. Alright, well, Terminato, you're gonna kill that guy for us. And Boltonato is gonna keep us from dying. Alright, so our opponent's also in a spot where they can no longer create clans. So everybody's having a grand old time. They also can't cycle Street Race, but Street Race they should just cast because it would kill us. Oh, am I gonna get bolted? Oh, they're activating Tassiger in the blocker step. Okay. I don't really know why you would activate it there, but I'll give you a Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize for you, my friend. When Canister is on Shadow, something's very wrong. Yeah, I play blue. They do not have a bolt, so I don't really know what's going on here. I think we've reached the point that I'm going to fire the bolt off at their face. So I think we both agree that we're just playing at the top of my library here. Do you think it's Death Shadow, or do you think it's a more reliable way to power up Stubborn Now that makes Grixis Shadow so good? I think their ability to leverage both discard and cheap counter magic while playing cheap threats is like the combination of all of it, and Death Shadow is just another cheap threat. I don't know that banning Death Shadow or banning Street Wraith actually just like kills the deck. It's possible that's just been the best way to build Shadow all along. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, whatever. Let's hope this works, friends. I have the basic mountain to fetch still, right? Yeah, I do, okay. Kablamo? Oh, it's looking in their hand. Hey, we won. On the comeback train. On the comeback train. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we won that one, so that was sweet. Yeah, this is the one matchup where if we were going to play, say, over one of the bolts of Dismember, I would be probably happy with the Dismember, because I think we could have won that game just by, like, playing a value game. Let's see, game 3, do you want to change anything here? We didn't see them board into, like, Luling on the Last Hope. We just saw a bunch more counter magic nonsense. Makes me believe we might be able to just get them with Surgical, but getting people with Surgical is also just not my style. Z Jr., I'm not a big fan, because I think in reality it's going to play out closer to 6-mana Wrath. Yeah, bad, Gertek, I agree. Like, I'm planning on playing 4 Gitaxian Probes in a Jace the Mind Sculptor control deck in Legacy. Mostly because it allows me to play 56 cards. It also, I mean, has some combinations with Young Pyromancer, but... Oh, Rattleclaw, that's rough. Yeah, I think Delver's not where you want to be just because it has 3 power instead of 4, it doesn't turn on Ferocious. But, yeah, it's still pretty solid. You were ahead of your time. That's the way to look at it. Alright, screw it. I'm going to run it back, because this is what I usually run. What if you cast it off of As Foretold? Well, if you cast it off of As Foretold, then you're kind of doing it, but you really don't want to cast spells in your opponent's turn. You don't have to. But then again, you have 3 counters your As Foretold, so you're probably fine. You probably cast most of the spells in your deck. Alright, for all the marbles. One game to decide them all. Thanks everybody for hanging out, by the way. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Never got around to cutting Vendetta in Dismember. Ooh, Vendetta's a nice one. Alright, this is definitely 1-land keeper. 2 visions, so they can't even Thoughtseize both of them. So I assume if they Thoughtseize this hand, they take Snapcaster or Terminate. Likely given that we have 1 land in our hand, it's going to be Terminate.
Oops.
Oh, can you turn the light back on?
Sorry.
No worries, you're good. Serum, bottom, and top. Alright. Ooh, we drew a land. That was lucky. Very lucky. Yeah, I think we'll just Steam Vents here. I would like to play 2 life. Thank you for asking. Turns our Terminate on, which is nice. Yeah, I play blue. I have actually gotten to the point where I start watching things in theater mode. The streams I watch most often are either Magic streams, Hearthstone streams, and Diablo 2 streams. So you don't get much when you watch any of the, like, Diablo 2, Super Mario 64, stuff like that, any of the speedruns, I don't think. I think you're not really missing out on much. But if you're watching some sort of chat where the person speedrunning, or not speedrunning, excuse me, like playing the game is going to be interacting with the chat, it's pretty rough to not have access to the chat, so I'd highly recommend the theater mode button. That thing's kind of great. You remember to do it? Good job.
Yeah. Winning.
Crushing it!
Crushing life.
Ooh, took my Snappy do. Oh yeah. No. Whatever. I had another one.
Had it.
Well, I did. They can't say that I didn't. I literally did have one. Alright, we are going to need to find a few more lands here. One's going to Thought Scour themselves. Milled over a Death Shadow. Probably playing a Gurmag Angler here. Oh, no, they're going to Serum Visions. Yeah, more Thought Scours. They milled over 2 creatures that time. That's pretty good for us. Yep, that exactly means that. They don't have something to follow up here. They're just digging. So all that cantripping on their end has failed them.
Sucks to suck.
So now it's on our job here to try to turn the corner and find like a task of our own to start getting the match going. So we milled over 2 reasonable Snapcaster targets. I'm going to tap my red source here. I don't think we need a lightning bolt, really. Delta, these are on what, 2 and 3? I don't need this visions. We'll definitely take that Delta, though. Alright, so we're both kind of having a little pedal fight here. Uh-oh, looks like they found a giant monster. It is the giant zombie fish. Alright, so we're not going to try to terminate it this turn. We're going to terminate it on their turn, as we want them to start fighting the war to protect the zombie fish on their turn. And our plan is to probably lead with terminate, and then I'll fire off a bolt in the upkeep if they try to fight over the visions. Fortunately, they drew a land also. Alright, so I'm going to terminate this now. I expect them to stubborn denial it. Then we're going to fetch a blood crypt here. Yep, they do stubborn denial it. So we're going to fall to 10, then we're going to fall to 9. And what we're really looking to fade here is them having basically stubborn denial plus. Pebble fight. No, pedal fight. It's a term from drag racing, and my dad uses it a lot, where I don't know why we're talking cards on stream. I'm sorry, everybody. This is nonsense. And playing Nile Spellbomb out. Alright. It's a little more annoying. We're going to get a bunch of cards here. Hope is now we can just find the damnation and really shut the door on our opponent. We only have 3 cards left, and then they're basically saying one's not a stubborn. Any damnations? Okay, Fatal Push is pretty bad in this board state. Another Snapcaster. So I think what we might try to do here is bolt the Gurmag Angler, play Snapcaster, target the bolt, try to get our opponent to Nile Spellbomb, and then bolt the Gurmag Angler again. That'll get us a bolt into the yard that we can later then use Snapcaster with a block to try to get rid of the creature. If you love Diablo 2, you should definitely try Path to Exile if you haven't. I haven't tried it, Rattle. I'm unlikely to be completely honest. And I played Diablo 2 really infrequently at this point. Path to Exile, however, is a powerful magic card, that is correct. Alright, I think because I'm getting that other Ancestral next turn, I am like pretty down with this, just like popping our opponent's Nile Spellbomb and try to win the value game. So, let's make sure we can fetch a basic island with this Delta, so let's do that. Could have protected a fetch land here, but I wasn't really in the marketplace for that. Alright, so we're going to bolt the Gurmag Angler because it's the more scary of the two. I'm not really scared of the Tasker going long, I don't think, given our opponent just top decked their 3rd land. So we'll bolt this fish. And then we'll Snapcaster, target the bolt. Our opponent will pop with Nile Spellbomb. And then we'll bolt the fishy again with the bolt from our hand. Our opponent should know that we just have another bolt when we do this. And again, I know we could have put our opponent to 5, but we weren't really dealing with the board state here. Alright, so we want to let this resolve because we want our other bolt in the graveyard so we can line up a block. Alright, and that's gone, so let's kill this now. Alright, chip it back. Yeah, bad Gertek. We definitely tried to, like, knock her down a peg, and we knew that she was going to become one of the best champions with Scars. I don't think we ever thought that she would, you know, put 8 out of 8 in a Clash top 8 seals. Go to 4. How do I feel about going to 4? Getting so many cards that going to 4 seems wrong to me. Yeah, I'm gonna chump block here. I think it's like pretty passive, but I get so many more cards here this turn with this Ancestral that I think it's correct. Ooh, opponent drew 4th land too. That's not good. Fetch another untapped Water Grave. Kolaghan's Command. Returning Death Shadow, making me discard. I think I'll just discard Scalding Turn here. Alright. Come on, Visions, let's do some work. Accepting all damnation offers. Not great. Also not great. Alright, so we need 5 lands if I want to do everything here, and I think I do want to do everything. I do think I can realistically grind the game long enough that we'll use this other Ancestral, I think. The other line of play is like take a 4-ball from this Tassiger, playing Creeping Tar Pit, Fatal Push this Death Shadow right now, try to Snapcaster Bolt our opponent, untap attack them with both. They have 2 cards in their hand, 1 was red. And we know they're not another threat because they drew threat, jammed threat, in back-to-back turns. We know their hand doesn't contain a Stubborn Denial. Alright, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to promise this is going to work, but... Usually it's 2 Grave, 2 Vents, 2 Crypt. And then one of which is already played. Yeah, Z, I think I've seen 3 Grave, 2 Steam Vents, 2 Blood Crypt the most, and then 1 Basic. So hopefully I don't get got here. I'm going to take this gun onto 4. So I really want the Snapcaster to be attacking. My opponent's just holding up all their mana, which is not surprising. Show me the Snapcaster. Thunderdolt. Alright, and the hope here is that we draw some card that allows us to bail out if we need to. Are they K-committing right now? Are they Fatal Pushing or Snappy? Their Snapcaster going to Stubborn Denial this. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, there's that damnation. They unban Jace the Mind Sculptor. Will we play him in this version or the flip version? Audacious, I would build a totally different version. I think I'm going to top here. The damnation first if I stop lagging. I don't really want to blow my Snapcaster Mage here, but I think I need to.
Just to push the other snap.
Yeah, the reason why I think I need to is I can't afford to get hit by a removal spell, and I'm pretty sure they have a removal spell sorts in their hand. I'm just not sure which one it is. She's going to leave me to play a tapped Water Grave. likely play Snapcaster, push their Snapcaster, hold both my Snapcasters on defense. It's also just a super passive line that I hate. Z Jr., I would have 4 copies of Disrupting Shoal in the deck. Yeah, what WW Gray said. I think the other line here is like it's Snapcaster Serum. Kind of like that a lot, actually. Because that allows me to draw the Damnation this turn. And then, even if they draw a Thoughtseize to Thoughtseize me, I have the Tassiger on backup. So I think I'm going to do that.
Can I ask a question?
What's that?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So if you had taught the Tassiger first, right, then you would have been able to Snapcaster, Serum Visions, draw the Tassiger, play the Tassiger, bounce off the...
Right, but I don't want to do that because I do want to utilize the Damnation.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's at least my thought process. Might be wrong.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Alright, so we're going to snap the Serum Visions back. Don't want the Mountain. Still want the Tassiger, of course. Suspend this. Play Watergrave tapped. Hopefully don't be dead.
I just understand why that's better than pushing the Snapcaster mid.
Because this allows me to go Damnation and Tasker next turn. That's the play, is that if I can Damnation and Tasker in the same turn, I'm ahead on the board and I'm the one dictating the action, whereas right now they're the one dictating the action. Alright, so they fetch there immediately. That's probably not a good sign for us. As soon as the Snapcaster Kolaghan's command. Yeah, so Snapcaster Kolaghan's command. So they're going to shock one of our Snappies out of the way and buy back the Gurmag Angler. Probably their Death Shadow. Which means we are going to need to find something.
What happened to your stream?
It's just lagging.
Oh.
At least I assume so. Oh, interesting. They're shocking and making me discard. Oh, so they could have just another one in their hand. That would suck. If that's the case, though. We couldn't play around that, so... Yeah, Damnation. And let's get rid of you, and you, and you, and you. And sure, why not? You. Alright, hold this in our hand as a bluff. Sure, in theory we could activate Tasker twice next turn, but I assume we're just gonna die here. Ooh, we didn't die, that's good. I like not dying. Uh-oh, another Death Shadow. That's bad. Alright, 2 more turns on this Ancestral. Alright, we're gonna have to chump block the Tar Pit. Let's see, what lands do we have left? I guess we should just play the Scalding Tarn, except the Flooded Strand's totally dead. Alright, still have some outs. Not many. We just need to draw 1 for 1 turn, because it gives us an extra draw step. So just hopefully our opponent didn't peel up this turn. Looks like they didn't because we're getting the block. One is equal to 2, though. Yeah, basically. Nope, rough beats. Darn. Alright, I'm gonna crack my fetch here because I just wanted to see what we would have drawn. So we would have put that into play. We die here. And then we would have drawn 1 card. Let's just see what it would have been. See if we could have... Oh. Hey, Moto, I was busy.
Open a trace.
Draw a card, would have found a Thought Scour, so mill ourselves twice. Draw one. Alright, would have died. No worries. Kind of depressing to have resolved 2 Ancestrals there and still managed to lose the game. Probably somewhere we were always screwed up.
Open chest. Open chest.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Jonk. We'll open the chest. Darn. I think we should have been able to win that game. Our opponent played really well, though, so props to them.
It's fine. You open Rishadan Port. Make it all worth it.
Alright, here we go. Everyone's favorite moment of the stream. Open the chest time. Oh, my mouse is freaking out here. Cool ultimatum off the top. Yeah, great. That would have been sick. Oh yeah, great. I think it's also just the best. It's kind of silly. Alright, here we go. Ta-da! 3 new items. Ooh, what is this? Whenever an artifact is put into the grave from the battlefield, you may put a +1/+1 counter on this. I'm going to assume that's not worth anything.
No panic.
Rough beats. Alright, we'll make up for it. Open one of these. Yeah, we opened a Bantu. Yeah, Bantu's not bad. Alright, that's going to do it for me, everybody. I'm going to be heading to Vegas tomorrow evening. So if you're going to be out there, come hang out. We'll be playing a lot of Grixis Control. I'm going to stop opening packs if we're not opening great stuff. Yeah, mini Arcbound Raptor or something like that. Senpai doesn't love me anymore and won't notice me. CHMTG, I literally noticed you. I forget who you are. I think that's Mark Jacobson. But what's up, dude? Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Hopefully everybody had a good time. We go 3-2 again. We need to correct that nonsense. we need to start 5-0ing again. Those are the good old times. So yeah, I'm going to be playing something similar to this in Vegas. I'm not really in any pro point crunch, but hopefully we'll be walking away with some sick trophy action, maybe double trophy actions with all of our Cryptic Commando action. Thanks, Admiral. Appreciate it. And I remembered who you are? Man, I'm firing on all cylinders, Mark. Mark, if you didn't already get it, make sure you got the picture of the deck. Yeah, that or we'll just have to send it to you tomorrow. No, Gray, I'm arriving at like 12:30 to 1:30 in the morning, depending on when I actually, like, get off work, get home, pack, eat some food, and whenever we decide to actually hit the road. But, again, thank you, everybody. Everybody have a good night. You sniffed a screenshot? Good deal. You're all going infinite. And other than that, everybody have a wonderful night, and good luck in Vegas.